Good morning, I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style on this lovely spring-like day. And of
Beautiful
course,
day.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We feel very springy.
You look very springy.
Thanks. Yeah, you know what? I'm really excited. Today I'm actually emceeing an event for the Barrett House and for the Women's Council Foundation, and it's a really wonderful. You know, we're supporting obviously the women from the Barrett House, and White House Black Market is actually doing a great fashion show. So they've learned me this lovely dress.
Right. See, and it's pink. It's not just black and white. A lot of people think that they only have black and white clothes, but I get, you know, I have a lot of mine were different there too, and
A lot of different colors.
I love their spring colors.
Yeah, and
it's really pretty.
It's really pretty, right? I love it. Thank you to them, and you know, it's a wonderful event because it's a celebration of all these women and people who have been through abusive relationships, and so it's a wonderful thing for them to get out there and support their being a survivor, really. So
yeah, of course.
I'm excited to be a part of that, and I thank White House Black Market for it. They even have jewelry. Have you ever had
it's
some
really
jewelry
pretty.
from there?
Yeah.
You and I get a lot of our stuff there.
It happens a lot. Jessica Garate too. Same thing. We'll end up with the same outfit.
The same outfit, I know. And today, not only feeling spring-like, but also it's a religious day. Today's actually Holy Thursday, the day that Christ celebrated the Last Supper with his disciples. Only hours after the Last Supper, Judas would betray Christ, setting the stage for Christ's crucifixion on Good Friday.
Right, and during this Holy Week, thousands of pilgrims journey to Chimayo. So we really want to remind drivers to slow down along I-25 and 285 because, you know, people probably have been starting over the past couple of days today, and then tomorrow a lot more people will be on the road. So
yeah, it's a huge tradition here in New Mexico, and I didn't realize that when I first moved here, but I learned it last year, and so definitely want to be aware of that. And it's for people from all corners of the state come out.
Right. So you have to get started early because, you know, some people are coming from way far south or west to make that pilgrimage to the north. So, yeah, just be careful and watch out.
Definitely. But the good thing is it's not 2 days ago, because if you were walking 2 mornings ago, you would be miserable. But this morning, actually not so bad out. Actually pretty sunny and warmer than it's been.
It is. It's a lot warmer, a lot milder, too. And we're going to talk more about the weather because, you know, we're getting into the holiday weekend coming up in just a little bit. But let's check in with the news right now with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez for the morning headlines. Good morning.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. We begin this morning with some traffic problems you need to know about. Rio Rancho police have closed Paseo de Volcan between US 550 and Iris Road because of a number of crashes. We do know that one crash is serious. It involves injury. Again, Paseo de Volcan between US 550 and Iris is closed for right now. Also new this morning, cops are investigating a shooting at an apartment complex in northwest Albuquerque this morning. It happened off of Market Street near Unser and Ladera. Police got reports that shots were fired at the complex. Now, when they got there, police found a car with its windows busted out. Police also found a man with a gunshot wound, I should say, to the foot. He was taken to the hospital. Police placed another man in handcuffs and into a patrol car. We are waiting to get more information from police. We'll, of course, keep you posted as the story develops. The Albuquerque Police Department turns to YouTube to try to share the work that they are doing, the good work they say. As we reported, APD has been tainted by a number of shootings and scandals involving cops for several years now. Well, Police Chief Ray Schultz says he's hoping these video clips become a hit. He says he wants taxpayers to see where $160 million of taxpayer money is going toward. The department has to submit an annual report to the mayor and city councilors, and it plans to use YouTube to tout their success. A new report out this morning shows a lot of farmers and ranchers in New Mexico are getting closer to retiring, and that is not a good thing. Experts say it's not a good thing because there are only few young people who want to work in agriculture. So the U.S. Department of Agriculture is now making this big push to visit universities here and around the country to get more students interested in the farming field. All right, if you live in Bernalillo County, listen up. You may have to fork out even more money to pay for your water bill. The Water Utility Board is considering raising your water bill again next year. They've already approved 2 rate increases. You're going to already pay more than $5 a month more starting next year. The Water Utility Board says one reason the rate increases are necessary is to replace many of the old water mains. The Water Utility Board also says it needs $250 million to upgrade its sewage treatment plant. Well, no doubt many of us are suffering from sneezing, sniffles, watery eyes. It's a mess, and it is allergy season. That's pretty much why. So KRQE News 13's David Romero spoke with pharmacists to find out what's the best way to get some relief.
I live downtown. My aunt lives up in the Heights, and she's like, get ready, you're going to be experiencing some crazy allergies.
When the pollen starts flying, you really don't have the time or patience to sit around and experiment with different allergy medications. If you just have the itchy, watery eyes and swelling, your best bet is a medication with an antihistamine.
You know, Claritin's a big one. Allegra recently, in the past year, went over the counter. Zyrtec. Benadryl's very effective. But there's always different advantages, cost advantages, things like that for every patient. So just basically the first option is an antihistamine over the counter.
Now, these usually come in pill, drop, or spray form. One side effect of some antihistamines is drowsiness. There are non-sedating versions that are usually available by prescription. If you have congestion in addition to the puffiness and problems,
Sudafed is good for any kind of congestion, assuming they don't have any health conditions that prohibit them from taking it.
decongestants also come in pill, drop, or spray form. They usually go to work right away on reducing the swelling of nasal tissues. There are medications that combine the two types as well.
With the antihistamine, runny eyes, itchy nose, itchy eyes. If you get the D combination with Sudafed, it helps with the congestion also.
David Romero, KRQE News 13.
Really good advice there. You may also want to consult your doctor or a pharmacist if you have any health issues that might be aggravated by any of the over-the-counter meds. And that wraps it up for your Thursday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, going to send it back to you on this.
Lazy.
We're
not lazy.
I'm going to blame it on my nose, my eyes.
Well, actually,
allergies are bad.
No doubt. Right now, I'm having like issues right now with my right eye. It's so itchy and it's watering, and I'm
mine's
putting makeup
watering
on.
big time.
Yeah, and you know, I think that's a thing to consider as a woman. If you are dealing with your makeup this morning and you're getting ready for work, when your eyes start to water, it's a little bit of a more difficult
Or
process.
how about try reading teleprompter?
Yeah, thank you. I got it.
God, we didn't have it so tough. All the makeup, the heels. It's not
we really
fair.
do. Yeah, and you know, somebody else who's having it tough this morning is another woman, a very famous woman. In fact, the queen, one of our queens of soul and R&B, a Burger King commercial featuring Miss Mary J. Blige, who's belting out a soul anthem about crispy chicken and ranch dressing, actually has been yanked off the air. What happened was the fast food chain is blaming music licensing issues for the decision, but really, critics are calling the ad racist.
Yeah, there are a lot of
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce,
so that's what they consider. Some critics are considering it racist. So the spot basically ran this week. It debuted this week, and she's singing soulfully about chicken snack wraps. The company says it hopes to have the Blige ads back on the air soon once they get the licensing situation squared away. But the critics are saying that it's racist because of talking about the chicken. I don't
look. I mean, in my opinion,
what do you think?
I think that Mary J. Blige is one of the smartest women, a smart entrepreneur, a talented woman, and has a ton of experience and has not only book smart but street smart. And I don't think she would do something that she felt was inappropriate or that was stereotyping or that was wrong.
Right.
I think I mean, if she agreed to do the commercial and she did the commercial, then that to me says it's fine. Because she wouldn't have done it if there was something wrong with it.
I don't think she would have either.
You
No,
know?
I totally agree.
That's what I think. And by the way,
you know, there's always somebody to complain.
Yeah.
And of course, you never know. The controversy could have just gotten started anyway because Burger King, as we know, not doing so well in the fast food world anymore. And they need the word out there, so you never know.
You never know. But I was also going to say, by the way, that those crispy chicken strips are pretty good.
They are. They are good. They are really good.
They always are when you're in a hurry.
Well, needy families in New Mexico are getting some much-needed help today from local students and the military. The kids at St. Pius and other Catholic schools in the area are marking Holy Week by packing more than 200,000 meals for the hungry.
So wonderful. The National Guard and Air Force members from Kirtland joined the students for the Food for Kids project, and they raised more than $23,000 to buy the bulk ingredients for the meals. That's so wonderful. The food donations will go to a number of homeless shelters and food pantries across the state. I love this story. I just love to see kids being so charitable and doing things and learning at a young age that it feels good to give back, right?
Yes, it does.
I love that, and I love the fact that it's already becoming a big successful story with all that money donated and to help with those ingredients. Good for them. That's a really good thing. Now, we're in April already. I can't believe that in itself. But for those who don't know, April is National Autism Awareness Month. We mentioned that the other day. And so it's only appropriate that there would be, these days, an app for that. Because there's an app for everything. In fact, for this, there are several new apps.
Right. Students at a New Jersey school are the first to test out the apps. Kids are using the apps on their iTouch and iPads to play and to learn and just to communicate in general, like most have never been able to do before.
See, whoever said that Jersey people weren't ahead of the game. Now, the organization Autism Speaks has links to dozens of apps on its website as a resource for families. And, you know, with our world the way it is right now and the media being such a prevalent part of our daily life and technology taking over, it's wonderful that, you know, when you're dealing with things with family members, whether it be sickness or health, that you have an app to go to make everything right at your hands.
Yeah,
I like that.
It is nice to have that. I mean, it gets a little crazy. I think sometimes I get overloaded, I think, in my mind with all of the apps out there and which one to use for what situation. But for that, I think that is really a good thing.
I agree. You know, I really don't use. I have so many apps.
Do you really use them all?
No, I think I use 3.
They just clutter up the phone.
Yeah, navigation.
A lot of them do.
Facebook. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and Google. That's a pretty goodie.
Google.
Yeah, but you know what's the other good one, by the way? Point. Have you ever used Point? P-O-Y-N-T. That's a good one for helping you find different things in whatever area you're in. Just a little word of advice.
I use my Radar app.
It's pretty good. This is a good one. Yeah, Radar, meteorologist, of course. Now, this next story is going to make you mad. Are you ready to get mad?
I don't want to be mad, but it is going to make me mad.
It is. The summer travel season is right around the corner, and if you feel like you're getting less from the airlines while they're getting more out of you, you're right, because U.S. Airlines collected almost $5.7 billion, that's billion with a B, in fees last year, which included those baggage fees, which I hate, and the reservation changes, which are usually minimally $100.
Oh yeah, and if flying wasn't expensive enough, Las Vegas-based Allegiant Air is now charging $35 for carry-on bags. So you get one small personal item, like your purse, your laptop, or your briefcase, or whatever, that can fit under the seat. Like if it still fits, then you're allowed to have that, but if it doesn't,
I'm so
you're
mad
going to pay
now.
the fee.
Like, I'm shaking. I'm so angry.
It just, the prices keep finding a way to nickel and dime us to death. I just, you know.
Well, first of all, you have to wonder if this is a start of a new travel trend, because 2 years ago, Spirit Airlines became the first U.S. carrier to start changing the way they did things by charging for those carry-on bags. Now,
I think they even charge you for the seat with Spirit, but it is such a good deal.
I know, but this is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. I hope the major airlines don't follow suit on this, because, like you said, I mean, you're getting charged now for food. You get charged for pillows, blankets. You get charged for your check-in bags, and then now, like, we always try to trick our way through not paying that fee by just putting everything in a carry-on, and now that's going to be a charge. Like, the seats aren't enough for $700 or $800.
I know. You know what? And I keep everything in my purse. It's so big. I don't know that it would necessarily fit in front of the seat.
Me too.
In front of me, so
I know.
I might be in trouble. I'm not flying Allegiant Air.
And you know, the thing is, they know they can get us because they know we have to get where we need to go, and there's no other way to get there sometimes except for flying. So, and when the weather's nice, it's fun to fly. And this is a good week. This is a good week
to stay here in New Mexico.
It is,
because
that's
it's going to be beautiful weather. Absolutely gorgeous out there today. 50 degrees. Look at the balloons in the background. So pretty out there. The sky's mainly sunny, and temperatures are going to be warming fast.